it really accelerated like in March. So I would say 5 months. But we really thought this was the killer feature and this was the thing. Yeah, we stuck to it and we tried it again and it didn't work, but we could have seen it earlier.
Hello founders, in this video you're going to learn the 3 most important rules to build a successful startup. To give you practical advice, I'll be interviewing a founder from lemon.markets that recently won the Founders Foundation, one of the largest accelerators in Europe. So make sure to watch the video until the end to get all the secret ingredients to make your startup dream come true. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
My name is Max and I'm here from lemon.markets. We are enabling everybody to build their own automated strategies at the stock market by offering an API, which makes it possible to integrate your logic into the market by connecting your software to us, the broker, offering the market data and the order execution, so you're properly set up.
How did you come up with the idea to start this company?
I think we are like the process was very much on customer feedback, and we focused early on we had several ideas in this space, and we tried to figure out which one could work by building landing pages and just testing them with traffic to see what really is interesting for people and what is converting. And we tried several ideas, and this one gained the best traction, or the most people signed up, and so we focused on this. And that was the approach we took, and it was really clear to see, because we had very quantitative goals, and we tried to achieve them, and so we could like very objectively measure what happened to the ideas and hypotheses we had when we started out.
What's your product vision? Who are you creating the product for and why?
So we are creating this product for developers. And I think the why is predominantly because they seem to be left out when products are built. And in our opinion, you need an ecosystem of tools to build something really great. And we want to be like the center of this ecosystem, offering the infrastructure you as a developer need to build products facing the end consumer, which could be a trading app, a robo-advisor, or whatsoever. And in the core, at its core, Lemon Markets wants to offer this infrastructure, enabling you to build your own products and make your ideas real.
What were your greatest 3 achievements recently in terms of like your startup?
What comes first to mind is winning the Founders Foundation, so an incubator here in our region, which obviously is the thing giving you the most social prestige. But what my real answer would be, because we try to be as close as possible to our customers and listen to them and talk to them and learn from them. And I think it's this mindset that makes it so valuable for us to build this company, because we are not building it for ourselves or for like achievements we want to do, but rather to enable other people to bring their ideas to life. And I think if you are driven by this passion, and there's a reason for you to go out and share this experience, because you would like other people to do exactly the same. And that's why, like, with this give before you get mentality, I'm ready to share what we have to offer. Hopefully this can help other people, because when they are stuck in the same situation we were, I think they need some point of departure where they can start their journey from. So we have like over 500 registered users already, and conducted tens of interviews, which were super exciting. We are now building our prototype and hopefully releasing it in 2 weeks. When you hear it, it will be hopefully you can find it on the lemon.markets and check it out yourself. So that's the process we went through. And as I already told you, we won the Founders Foundation, which is a pretty competitive incubator with like over 40 applicants, which was for us a great success and really helped us on our way to grow and get in the right mindset.
How long did it take you to get to where you are today?
It really accelerated like in March. So I would say 5 months.
What is your business model?
There are in fact 2 components. One would be a subscription from our users, which they subscribe to when they're using our service, depending on how heavily they are using it. And the other one is that there's a commission you get from the stock exchange if you provide the so-called order flow. And these are the basic 2 pillars of what we do, and that's about it.
What are your top 3 objectives for the next have here?
Short-term objectives are obviously like launching the prototype, and then we have a great set of KPIs which we are looking on, like transactions per day, successful strategies per user, and so on. And it's all about like bringing traction on the MVP and on this prototype to see where it goes. And I think in half a year, we want to have a clear plan and a clear structure how we really can bring our product to the market with real money and enabling people to do this. So I think these are the long-term objectives.
So what are your top 3 tips for startups to scale and succeed?
You shouldn't scale too early because you have to really understand what your customer does. And it's not very helpful to just throw marketing dollars in your top funnel and when you really don't know who to approach and what to come out. So tip 1 would be listen to your customer, focus on your customer. I really love to talk to your customer and learn from him. And take this feedback as a very valuable good because it's the best thing they can give you. When you make their feedback real, then they are very much, the likelihood of them paying you money will increase. Tip 2 is like really test on and create things that last. So rather, in the end, you play a long-term game. So invest in things that give you a long-term reward and do it early on, because most of the time it takes you some time period until things are really work out. So the earlier you invest in, the better it is, because the longer you take, the higher your opportunity cost will get. And the third tip is accept failure, and when there's something not working out, then let it be and focus on other things, or pivot and be ready and be flexible, because in the end you have to really carefully measure and think through what you want to spend your time on and what you want to do. So prioritize and focus on things that are most important. So for me, it's like I try to think about the 5 things which are most important for us, and these are the things I want to do. And there will be 45 other tasks, but they are just not this important. So focus on the things that matter.
Can you provide an example of the time when you used one of those tips that you just gave us and applied it, and how that changed the result?
So when we started out, we had like the hypothesis that it would be very cool if you could have like a drag and drop builder. So you can like say, okay, when this event happens, then I want to do this at the market. And we tried out, and we like built a landing page, and we tried it out, and we spent $100, and like nobody was this interested. The people were like bouncing back and they were not interacting with it. But we really thought this was the killer feature and this was the thing. Yeah, we stuck to it and we tried it again, and it didn't work, but we could have seen it earlier. So I think then we applied it, and then we like let it be and let it go. But we could have done it earlier because there was not even a trend. So it was just like us and our belief that we would like it, but it really doesn't mean that anybody else liked it out there. So yeah, I think that's when we applied this tip, and in my everyday life, prioritizing things is very important.
How do you stay on top of the tasks in your daily work?
Google Calendar, Rocket DNA, Slack, obviously. I think that's basically the most important 3. Some minor tools for automating tasks, Zapier and IFTT, for example.
How do you keep focusing on what matters and most important?
I think it's by reminding yourself every day what really brings value. You cannot talk too often to customers. I think I keep saying it all the time, but it really is what we do here, and we try to check and bounce the thoughts we have with people that are so far away of our business model as possible, or our everyday job. And I think it's like getting feedback, really taking this feedback as a valuable good, working with it, and trying to iterate on it, and have a good communication with your teammates, so you focus on the same short and long-term goals.
So if you can go back to 5 months ago, what is that one piece of advice that you would give yourself?
Be faster. It's all about speed, and the concentrate on where you can really achieve something. We took quite a time to figure everything out, and now obviously it's much more clearer. But even back then, don't make wrong exceptions, and try to really communicate very clear what you can achieve until when, and do it really fast, or focus on the execution of things. And when you stay on top, then this can work out. But for us, we had a time period where we were looking left and right, and I think this didn't play it out so good. If there's one thing out of everything I said, then it's really like, but you hear it every time, talk to your customer. Obviously ask them good questions. I think that's something where everyone can improve, but really take their feedback as a valuable good and work on it. And then you will get achievements for this. And obviously check out lemon.markets. That's a sure thing. And if you're a developer or designer, everyone around, like, or if you're a maker, then this could be a place for you. Thank you.
So here are the main takeaways from this video. The 3 most important rules to build a successful startup. Number 1, focus on your customers. Number 2, invest in things that will give you long-term rewards early on. Number 3, accept failures and stay flexible. Also, don't forget to prioritize and focus on what matters. Concentrate on where you can achieve something. Objectively measure the ideas by having quantitative goals to create a product that users love. Lastly, don't scale too early. That will be all for this video. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by Rocket DNA.